But he moved us here. Let's talk about the games happened on Monday, January 24th. The first game, only 5 games. Let's just get into them. The first game is the New York Knicks lost to Cavaliers at Cleveland, 93-95. I mean, it's not bad. Consider Cavaliers has been a good team at home. This year, RJ again got his 24 points, 2 steals, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. Like I said, all the counties that looked all right. The efficiency, field goal was okay, but free throws was a bigger issue for RJ. I think he's a guy fine to have if you're pounding free throws. It shows again here. Randall has been horrible, and it continues. I don't know what's wrong with him. Minus 22 in 33 minutes, took 17 shots. So because Julius Randle has been so bad, RJ has taken another step. Well, obviously you have Kemba coming and play 20 minutes. His knees are probably ruined at this point, at this season. I need more rest. I don't know. Kemba, when given the time and opportunity, he plays well when healthy. But that's just not the case. And I'll be okay moving on from Kemba, to be honest. He misses too many games. And when he does come back, he plays 20 minutes. And D-Rose is going to be back. You can't hold on to him when he plays 20 minutes and misses all these games. And next game, he very well could be play 35 and have a good game. But then it will just go back to 20 minutes whenever D-Rose comes back. And he's going to miss games himself. So same thing with Evan Fournier. Like last week, Evan Fournier played all right, hitting a lot of threes. This game, just 22 minutes, 7 points, I'm okay. Like if you have a Patty Mills, I'd rather have Patty Mills than Evan Fournier. Nerlens Noel is a must roster at the moment until Mitchell Robinson comes back. And even when Mitchell Robinson does come back, we could still have Nerlens Noel. He grabbed 13 rebounds and 2 steals while going 0 for 3 from the free throw line. But Knicks, if you look at the efficiency, they are pretty poor. It was a low-scoring game though, 93-95. Alec Burks, with Kemba out, he did have 1 or 2 good games, and with Kemba back, he plays 18. With Alec Burks, I want to just hold out for 1 or 2 more games and see what happens. If he gets 25 or 30 minutes, he still have some little bit of value, I think. So. And he was also in some foul trouble, had 3 fouls in 18 minutes. And Emmanuel quickly, finally given an opportunity to play big minutes. Well, not big, 25 minutes. And he goes 1 for 10. So, I'm okay with that. He's not afraid to shoot. But in order for him to get more minutes, he needs to play better. So he's really not a guy we want to stream unless Knicks got a good schedule coming up. And Obi Toppin came in, played 15 minutes, played all right. But Knicks been struggling pretty huge, and as a team, they went 11 for 21 from the free throw line. So only if they just 80% free throw team, they would have won the game. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, Darius Garland, 38 minutes, 6 for 19 is not ideal, but had 12 assists and 2 steals. On the season, Darius Garland actually is not such a bad field goal guy. He's shooting around 46-47%. That's pretty good. He does turn the ball over a lot, 6 turnover here, but you don't have to pound. He doesn't hurt your field goal that much, even though occasionally he will have games like this. Isaac Okoro, 6 for 13, a block, 14 points. He plays okay. We know he's gonna get 30 plus minutes. It's about how much defensive stats can he bring in order for him to have value in category leagues, because he's not gonna do anything. Davis got the start because Allen, Lauren Markkinen, they're both out. Play 17 minutes. Not really interested. Same thing with Dean Wade, who had a good game, 3 steals, but we know this guy, given 30 plus minutes, he usually doesn't do a lot. I feel like there's just better options out there on the waiver wire than Dean Wade. Evan Mobley in 12 teams, but like if you're in some crazy like 18 team leagues, then Dean Wade could be a very good option. Evan Mobley played 38 minutes, 15 points, 12 rebounds. No defensive stats. Evan Mobley has been falling off quite a bit, mainly because having no defensive stats and really low free throw percentage. He's not even ranked in the last 2 weeks. On the season, Evan Mobley is the 77th ranked player. I think it's a good buy low opportunity. Still averaging 1.6 blocks, but he was averaging like 1.7, 1.8. Hasn't really blocked the shot. Hasn't really gotten a lot of steals, and shooting 67% from the field, from the free throw line on the season. So all these are really hurting him. To me, he's still like a top 50 player. So, if you can throw him trying to look, if you can do a Mikal Bridges for Evan Mobley, that's something I'll be looking to do. Robert Covington, because when Larry Nance comes back, we're not too sure about Robert Covington's value, right? And the minutes. Same thing, like Bobby Portis, I would trade Bobby Portis for Evan Mobley. He's just in a slump right now, especially the free throw. Every game I look at his free throw percentage, he goes 0 for 3, 1 for 4, 3 for 7. He should be like 75%. Like with him, you don't have to pound free throws with him. This is my understanding with him. With his free throws, because beginning of the season he was shooting close to 80%. Lately, really dropped his free throws percentage, really dropping. Kevin Love still a must roster in 24 minutes, and now with Lauren Markkinen out, with Jared Allen out, he's gonna have still gonna play 20 to 24 minutes, but bigger, higher usage, I suppose. 20 points, 11 rebounds in 24 minutes is really, really good. And hit 6 threes. That is huge, actually. All right, let's go to the next game. The Indiana Pacers went to the New Orleans, 113-117, lost by 4, but it was a good effort. Justin Holiday played just 22 minutes with Caris LeVert back. They decided to go with the bench a lot this game. You have Dwayne Washington playing 23, Jeremy Lamb playing 22, O'Shea Brissett played 33. So, we see what O'Shea Brissett can do. 33 minutes, had 6 points, 9 rebounds, but 2 steals and 2 blocks. And also have 4 personal fouls. So it's a little bit unpredictable, the Pacer wins. Thought Justin Holiday will be getting close to 30. Only played 22 here. Torrey Craig coming played 30. But the very next game, if we were to pick up O'Shea Brissett, he could just play 20 minutes. So we could still have Justin Holiday for threes and steals. He's been doing that all week last week. You could still have him. Torrey Craig, even though he's going to get 30 minutes, but he's not going to hit as many threes as Justin Holiday, and he doesn't get that many defensive stats either. Gogo Badaza is a must roster. Had 5 fouls and played just 22 minutes and 0 blocks. With Miles Turner out for an extended period of time, he's going to have, realistically, if he can play 30 minutes, he could block 2 shots, which would put him inside top 50 automatically. And he can bring in a little bit everything else, rebound, assist. So a must roster, and who knows, if Miles Turner get traded, he could be a top 50 player for the rest of the season, and can we use some leagues? Because when you have a guy like that, blocks, all of a sudden, you could be a middle of the pack in blocks. With a guy that averaged 2 blocks, all of a sudden, you're one of those top teams in blocks. Caris LeVert come back right away, play 32 minutes, and 4 turnovers, 0 for 2 from the free throw line, 8 for 21 from the field. So all 3 efficiency categories were just horrible with him. And he's another guy that if he plays well, I'll be looking to trade him as well. Chris Duarte with Caris LeVert back, played just 27 minutes. Still a very strong hold. We don't know when Malcolm Brogdon is going to be back, to be honest. The guys played, I don't know, 1 game in the last 2 months. That's what it feels like. All right, let's look at the Pelicans. Anytime they get a win, that's great. Even though they beat the Pacers. All right, Garrett Temple. He come in and played 30. Brandon Ingram was out. Yeah, that's another thing with Brandon Ingram is he just gets hurt way too often. What is it this time? Ankle sprain. Oh my God. He's played. Okay, he's actually played 36 games, but I feel like he's. He didn't. Did he get COVID? don't think he got COVID, but to me it's like he plays 3 games and missed 1 game. That's what it feels like. It's not like he's out for 2 weeks due to COVID. It's just he plays 2-3 games, has an injury, out for a game or two, and then come back and then miss games again. It's frustrating. And this year his rankings, his overall ranking is not great, 78th ranked player. But again, like his points, his rebound, his assists, they're all solid. And efficiency is not the worst. 44% from the field and 81% from the free throw line. Although the 81% he could probably improve to 85. But his biggest issue is the lack of steals, 0.6 steals and 1.6 threes. That could also go up. But overall, I think across all categories, I don't see him being like a top 50 player. Just because he's not getting a lot of defensive stats and high turnovers. But I look at him as a top 50, really real value-wise, because steals, you can find them on the waiver wire. That's easy. That's no problem. So, and the points, the rebound, the assists, they are pretty solid. Herbert Jones give you the steals, 2 steals. Sorry, one. Brought the defensive stats: 1 steal and 2 blocks. Have 4 personal fouls, 9 points. Herbert Jones has been playing really, really well lately. Continues to be a sell high, to be honest. Valanciunas, 30 minutes, 16 points, 12 rebounds, and a block, 6 assists, just solid numbers. Top 30, 40 player. Rest of the way. And where's Zion? There's no Zion news. If you drafted Zion, the original return date was sometime in November. We're at the end of January, and he's nowhere close. So he's going to miss the season, looks like. And next season, I don't know. Valanciunas, maybe we still don't want to. I don't think we want to take him inside top 50 because, with Zion, who knows what's his stats going to look like. Josh Hart, and the minutes too. Josh Hart, 35 minutes, 22 points, 10 rebounds, really good stuff, and a steal. And made his free throws this game 9 for 9. Continues to be a must roster and put up pretty solid counting stats at least across the board. Devontae Graham also had a great game when they play inferior competition. 25 points, 6 assists with 5 threes, and maybe he shot 55% for the first time on the season. And with Brandon Ingram out, Nickeil Alexander-Walker came in, had a good game, 34 minutes. And if Ingram continues to miss time, and the Pelicans, they do have a good back-to-back Monday and Tuesday, so if you stream him, I think he's also gonna put up some nice stats tonight on Tuesday. 14 points, 6 assists, and still a block. Overall, not too bad. All right, let's go to the next game. We have the Chicago Bulls. This game was wild. Beat the Oklahoma City Thunder by 1 point. They were up by 28 points at 1 point. And Oklahoma City, just like there was a game OKC versus the Mavericks a couple weeks ago where Mavericks was up big. OKC made a furious comeback. They were also down by like 20 plus in that game too. But this game, Zach LaVine was really, I thought he avoided some serious injury. Originally it was pretty bad. He came back pretty quickly in a week. 6 for 19 from the field, 8 for 10 from the free throw line. Overall, not too bad. And he got 2 steals and a block this game, 7 rebounds, 7 assists. So as long as he's playing, that's great. Javonte Green missed a key free throw in the end. Played 24 minutes. He's not really fantasy relevant. Had 2 steals and a block. Vucevic against the Thunder finally shot the ball well, 55%. Hit 4 threes, 26 points, 15 rebounds. Even though he's struggling, just like Harden this year, even though he's struggling with his shot, his ranking is not too bad because he grabs a lot of rebounds, get assists, steals, and blocks. But like if his field goal goes up, then he could move inside that top 15 on a per game basis. But if you drafted this guy in mid-second round or late second, he's still giving you good value, and he doesn't miss that many games too. Ayo Dosunmu played 34 minutes. What a game from him! He's a must roster. He's gonna be up and down with his shooting, and this game was against Oklahoma City Thunder. He's not gonna shoot 71% from the field every game, but he's a must roster. Also a sell high. Because once Lonzo comes back, once DeRozan comes back, he could still get good minutes, but I don't see him getting he was getting 38, 39 minutes too. So if you can do a 2-for-1 deal to trade him, that would be ideal. He also has the best plus minus on this team as well this game. Troy Brown Jr. started. I don't really like him, to be honest. I know he gets he gets plenty of steals, but that's the only thing he does. So, but like there's better steal streamer out there, like Cody Martin, right? More consistent. For Kobe White, also struggled from the field, 3 for 14. And he was just like clueless on the court a lot of the times this game. Really unsure what to do, you know. Sometimes like you just gotta be decisive. If you're gonna take a shot, just take a shot or make quick decisions. To me, like he kind of holds the ball, trying to make decisions and end up always making a bad one. But the counting stat looked alright. A must roster with Lonzo out, with now that Caruso is out, I think he could have good value in the next month or two. Especially when we look at the points and the threes, and provide solid assists as well. And had another block that really helped his value. For the Oklahoma City Thunder, Shea continues to play super well. 31 points, 10 assists. 10 assists is huge. And played 38 minutes. He's young. I'm not too worried about the high minutes this game. And it's not like he played 38 minutes every night like those Raptor guys. He's playing pretty well, but his rankings has... the thing with him is the efficiency, 11th ranked player. So that's pretty good. Probably a sell high. If you can get a top 20 player back for Shea, you do it. Like Shea plus somebody for Tatum. If Tatum is struggling, that's something I'll be looking to do. Both guys have their own efficiency issues, but Tatum provides overall like the volume of Tatum provides more volume in the counting stats category. On the season, his ranking is still not that great. Just the 44th ranked player. Field goal 42%. Not ideal. If he can move that up to 46, 47, maybe by then he'll be like maybe top 35, because he doesn't really provide that. Well, the defensive stats has been pretty solid. 1.1 steals, 10.8 blocks. Can't really complain. And he doesn't make that many threes, 1.6 threes. The rest of the line looks all right, to be honest. He provides a little bit of everything. But there's not one category you go, wow, that's super impressive. 23 points is pretty impressive, but everything else is, you can find a guy on the waiver wire. Well, not 5.5 assists, but everything else you can find a guy on the waiver wire pretty easily. But overall, if you can, like I said, also see how high, if you can get a top 20 player, you obviously do it. Josh Giddey, again, not the best game, like 4 for 11 with 4 turnovers. You got to get Josh Giddey. You gotta really think about pounding field goal and turnovers. He's very consistent, getting those turnovers and shoot low from the field. But also the 8 rebounds, 6 assists is nice. No defensive stats this game. Jermaine Robinson, 22 minutes. Had 2 steals and a block. Okay game, but no value. Too inconsistent. Aaron Wiggins, too inconsistent with the minutes. There was a period of time he was getting 30 plus minutes for a week, but now going back to 16 minutes, even though he started this game. Lou Dort, Shea, Giddey, the only really guys that get consistent minutes. Lou Dort, 3 16 points, an okay game and a block with 7 rebounds. We could have him on our team, mainly for points and threes purposes. Kendrick Williams played 30 minutes. He's a pretty solid player, put up pretty good numbers. Played 30 minutes, didn't really do much this game though. And Darius Bazley, oh man, 20 minutes. He went from the starter, getting 30 minutes, to coming off the bench, and sometimes he doesn't even play 20. He plays 15. All right, let's talk about last game of the night. We actually don't have 5 games. What am I saying? We don't have 4 games last night. This game, the Jazz, they were without everybody. Lost to the Phoenix Suns. I mean, they made it close. 6-point game. Hassan Whiteside, he's a must roster with Rudy Gobert out. We don't know how long Rudy is going to be out. I think he's going to be maybe miss, honestly, like a week time, string calf. might miss Wednesday's game, to be honest. But Whiteside, he could literally be a top 20 player this week on a per game basis if he can just block 3 shots a game, which he's very capable of. 10 points, 9 rebounds, a steal and a block. 2 for 4 from the free throw line is not ideal, but he needs to be picked up this week. And for guys like Rudy Gay, sure, like I would check for. I mean, everybody's out this game. Mike Conley, Royce O'Neal is even out. Maybe Jazz just wanted to rest everybody. I'm not 100% sure. I mean, some of these guys are pretty young. Mike Conley, I guess. Oh, they also had a back-to-back. They had a game on Sunday. Yes. But Jordan Clarkson is young, man. Oh, he actually played. Yeah, sorry. Jordan Clarkson, as long as Donovan Mitchell out, he's a must roster. 22 points, 2 steals, 5 assists, and 4 rebounds with 4 threes. Really good stuff across the board. Trent Forrest coming. But I think Mitchell should be close. He should be back on Wednesday. By Wednesday, he's almost out for a week. Maybe the concussion is pretty bad. Maybe that's the case, yeah. But I'll check Mitchell's status. If Mitchell is out, I'm more happy to stream Rudy Gay. Although he didn't do much this game, but we know it's more likely he put up a better stats line. But again, guys like Bogdanovic was also out. So, you really got to check the status before making decisions with this Jazz team. Daniel House played 42 minutes. On the Rockets, he was bad. And on this Jazz team, he played okay, I guess. 7 rebounds, 4 steals, 4 assists, 2 steals, and 2 blocks. Maybe another guy, we got to check the status. Joe Ingles was also out. But most of these guys are out due to rest. So they'll all be back on Wednesday. And Gobert and Mitchell, they're the really only guys that may be out. All the other guys should be back. For the Phoenix Suns, Devin Booker, what a game. He went for 48 last week. This another huge game, 33 points. He took 35 field goals. I'm not sure it's necessary. You got a lot of guys on this game. And it was against the Jazz. 35 field goals. But okay. 2 steals and 2 blocks, 3 threes. Took 13 threes, my God. Devin Booker, unlike in the years before, he's actually making a lot of threes and taking them. Let me just check his stats. So that really helped his value. And slowly, he's been moving inside that top 40. 31st ranked player. Wow, what a surprise! I didn't think he's gonna be inside top 30. Across, 9 categories. Yeah. One reason is he was making, career-wise, he was making like 2 threes. This year, he really started taking more threes and making them at a higher clip. On the season, he's shooting 38% from threes and making 2.6 of them. So that's a nice jump. Started getting a more defensive stats as well. 1 steal. Career-wise, he's 0.8. So a little bit of improvement in some categories, but 31, ranked 31, I'm pretty surprised. So if you can get a top 30 player back for Devin Booker, maybe try to do a 2-for-1. Like for example, Zach LaVine. I would take Zach LaVine, Anthony Edwards, all over Devin Booker. Same thing with Jrue Holiday. But Devin Booker lately has been really, really good. And started making threes as well. Cameron Johnson, we got to have him as long as Jay Crowder is out. He might be out for a game or 2. A really good game here. 5 threes, 3 steals, 6 rebounds, and 20 points. JaVale McGee and Bismack Biyombo. What's going on with Ayton? He's also missed a lot of games this year. Questionable tag. He's been questionable for 2 weeks. I feel like right ankle injury. He's close. He should be close. If not, continue ride it out with Bismack Biyombo and JaVale McGee. But the trend is JaVale McGee is going to start and Bismack Biyombo is going to get majority of the minutes anyways, and he goes off again. 13 rebounds, assists, and block it. Playing with Chris Paul really just elevate you. And yeah, Chris Paul also a great game. 27 points, 14 assists. My God, 9 rebounds. Why they decided to take it out on the Jazz tonight? I don't know. Chris Paul usually doesn't take that many field goals. Decided to go for 27 here. Really good stuff. Chris Paul, I mean, enough said. Per game basis, top 15, top 20, and I don't think he's missed a game this year. Crazy stuff. One of the healthiest player inside that top 20. Let's see where Chris Paul is. He played 46 games. He is the healthiest. Not one of the. Inside that top 20, Jokic played 40, Curry played 43, Fred VanVleet played 41, Chris Paul 46 games. There's nobody inside that top 25 that played as many games. Miles Bridges played 45, right? He's played most games. My God. Obviously because of the schedule, and now you gotta go down to Grizzlies. Jaren Jackson Jr. played 48 games. Maybe because Grizzlies just play more games, right? Jaren Jackson Jr. only missed 1 game. Also another guy that's been very healthy this year. But Suns played, yeah, he did not miss a game. 46 games, he played 46. My God. And the Grizzlies played 49 games. Okay. So Grizzlies had played 3 more games than the Suns. So that's a schedule difference. But wow, what? I'm just really stunned how great Chris Paul has been. And that's it, guys. That's it for all the games. And Mikal Bridges, we gotta talk about him also. 35 minutes, had 2 steals, 5 assists, 4 rebounds. Just okay numbers, to be honest. All right, I'll see you guys later.